lovely viewers, it's another session with Josfyn Greatness. On this channel, I share the gospel of our Lord Jesus Christ. I give information about migrating to the UK as a nurse, midwife, or any health profession. I also do vlogs of my lifestyle here in the UK. And I share videos of my music. I do music videos as well, health education, and I've got many more content in the pipeline for you all. If today is your first time meeting me, nice meeting you. Don't forget to hit on the subscription button as well as the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos, and don't forget to share the video with friends and family. I just closed from my night shift, a very tiring night shift. You know, night shifts are almost always tiring. And I was at the bus station. Whilst I was waiting for my bus to come, I just decided to share this video to help my lovely viewers and you all who are trying to, get your interviews right to get a job offers, especially your midwifery job offers into the UK. Don't mind that rush hour. I nearly missed my bus. It nearly bypassed me during the introduction of this video. So right now, I'm comfortably sitting in the bus and I am doing this. I'm doing this video now because I don't want to get home, and immediately I get home, the first thing is to find something to eat, wash down, and straight to bed because I'm knackered. Yes, I am knackered. But the reason why I am, forcing to do this video at this time is because I've had lots of you getting into my DM on Telegram, on WhatsApp, in my email, asking for help with how I was able to land job offers for all the 5 midwifery interviews I had with Trust in the UK, because most of you are not really getting your interviews right. You are not getting the job offers after the interview. So I'm going to share with you tips or how I went about preparing for my interview that got me my job offers. Okay, and to mention it, I had 5 interview offers and each of those offers gave me the job offer. So it was all a successful. I got 5 successful interview offers and they were all successful. Don't mind the repetition of successful, repetition of the same words. I just did night. My brain is tired. But it's such a pleasure and a joy to my spirit anytime my videos are able to help people to achieve their goal of migrating to the UK as midwives, nurses, carers, etc. etc. So let's get straight into the video. So as I said, I am sure that this video is going to be very beneficial to somebody watching it today. There may be somebody. I wanted to take my time, sit at home and really prepare and do this video, but someone may be having an interview today, the next hour or tomorrow, that may have need of this video, and so I decided to do it now. Okay, so first of all, when you get an interview offer, you need to prepare for it. Don't just take it as, oh, it's not an examination, it's just an interview. Dear, you have to sit down to read extensively and prepare for the interview. That is basically what I did with all my interviews, the very first one to the 5th one. So it may be as though I did first one, got the offer, and so for the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, I was relaxed. No, I did prepare well for each of them. When I was having my interviews, I had a lot of things on my plate. So if I say I prepared for it, I'm a single mother. I was doing 2 jobs. I was having personal, issues in my life, but that didn't stop me from preparing very, very well for my interview, offers. Okay. So number 1 that I would say is that do well to prepare well. Prepare very, 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 very well. Sorry, I didn't acknowledge my return subscribers. To my return subscribers, thank you so much, guys. I love you. Thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. Thank you for sharing their videos to help others achieve their goals. All right, so again, today, like the video, share it with anybody that you know that this will be beneficial to. All right, so prepare for your interview. I will be sharing areas of midwifery that you have to add on to your preparation to get the interview successfully. All right, and so after preparation, the next thing I would want to talk about is you need to show, there is a saying that goes like, first impressions are very, very important. I know it's going to be nervous. It's going to be a nervous something for you to do. Maybe you've not had any interview before, so you go into the interview very, very nervous. Try to calm down. Okay, I hope you can hear me. My bus is moving now. Try to calm down during your interview, because you are a midwife and you are going to take care of vulnerable people. You are going to take care of a pregnant woman with an unborn child. So you need to be a confident. The panel needs to see confidence in you. All right. Some of my colleagues that didn't get job offers, I used to learn or study towards my interview with other colleagues of mine back home in Africa, and we learn the same materials, we do the same thing, but sometimes they allow nervousness to take over them, and so that makes them not able to get a job offer. Yes, each of the interviews that I entered very, very nervous and anxious, not knowing exactly what questions I was going to be asked. But I have a defense mechanism. Something that I've trained myself to do is that I don't show my nervousness easily. I can be very nervous in front of you, but you will never see it. So what I did in my interviews is that just to be able to calm myself down, I try to enter into the interview 30 to 1 hour before the time. I enter into the interview 30 to 1 hour before the time, waiting in. Normally, most of the interviews that I had it on Teams meeting. So I make sure I enter into the Teams about at maximum 1 hour, and then wait in the lobby for them to allow me in. And whilst I'm waiting, what I do is I practice interviewing myself. So whilst I'm waiting for them, even before that 1 hour that I've entered into the lobby, I have already interviewed myself about an hour earlier. All right, so what I do is that I get ready, dress up, and then sit down. All that I have learned, I make myself a panel, ask myself the question whilst videoing myself, ask myself the question, and then answer it myself. And whilst I am answering, I am smiling. Okay, when you put a smile on your face, it covers your nervousness, it covers your anxiety, it covers your insecurity. So I always make sure that I have smiles on my face. Okay, that was the main thing that I was doing in my interviews, smiling. In fact, by the time the panel allows me into the meeting, they meet me already smiling, and I'm like, hello, smiling, and waving at them. And with every question they ask me, I start answering with a smile on my face, just as I'm doing in this video. And then when I finish answering the first, second question, whatever question you ask, waiting for the next question, there are smiles on my face. You get that? So just take this tip, keep smiles on your face, look confident, answer the questions with confidence. If you don't know an answer to a question, be sincere and tell them confidently that you are sorry, you don't know about that, because most of the practices, most of the guidelines and the practices of midwifery in the UK is absolutely different from what your home country may be practicing. So they don't really mind if you don't know anything about something that they are doing here and you are not used to. So just keep smiles on your face and make sure you enter into the interview meeting about 30 to an hour before to allay your anxiety. If you are late for the interview, that is already you are nervous for this interview, and then you go into the meeting late, it will add on, it will double up your nervousness, and that has a probability of making you not getting the offer, the job offer. So do well to enter. So when the interview offer comes, look at the time frame, go on Google and find out the time difference between whatever country, whether it's Canada, UK, Australia, US, that the interview offer is from. Check the time difference and know what time you in your home country is supposed to get into the meeting, because they are not using your home country time frame. They are using UK, Australia, wherever the interview panel are. That's what they are using. The time their time zone they are using. All right, so do that. And then I think I've mentioned this already, but I want to hit on it again. So what I was saying was that that an hour before I enter into the interview, I sit down, video myself, interviewing myself. Then when I'm done, I watch myself again. I watch my video to check where I went wrong, where there was some kind of nervousness on me, and then I redo it and do it until I see that I have answered the question comfortably, like looking very comfortable and not nervous. All right. Yeah. So guys, I just got off my bus at my bus stop, and then let's continue with the video. Yeah. So from here, the next thing I would want to talk about is your appearance. Okay. This is a virtual. Most of the interviews that you are going to have, most of you are not already in the UK, so you are going to have the interviews on Teams, virtual interviews. And that doesn't mean that because a virtual interview you should look just or dress up just anyhow. Look official. Okay. Take it as though you are going for a face-to-face interview. Dress well. I'm not saying put on makeups and no, but dress well. Your hair should be done well. Dress up as if you are having a face-to-face interview in a company, in the hospital. So just dress well and look ready for them. Don't have sometimes we have these facial marks on our face in the morning, trying to facial treatment. You've not even brushed your hair. You don't even tie your. Make sure you look like you have stepped out of your home and you are going for a job interview. Okay, have that in your mindset. First impressions are very, very important. Okay, and then now let's talk about midwifery areas that you should study towards your interview, your midwifery interview. Okay, so number one, the first thing that I'll mention is whatever trust that you are having the interview with, make sure you go onto their website, get the trust's values, read the trust values and know about it. Because if you've applied to my company and you want to work with me, I would want to know your interest in the company, whether you are interested in helping me achieve my goals as a company. So it is the same thing. Go into the trust website, read about the trust values, and then the probability of you being asked about the trust values is very, very high. So that's the first thing I'll talk about. Then number two, you are a midwife. The panel doesn't know you. The trust doesn't know you. Your prospective potential employers do not know you. All they know was you said in your application that you are a midwife. So they would want to ask about who you are. So one of the questions that most interview panel today, I've really taken you on a tour from work to home. I'm just doing it this way so that I can deliver. I promised a couple of you that I'm going to do this video, and I'm striving to do it for you. I've got a lot on my plate. You can see that for some time now, I've not really been posting videos as frequently as I should. Okay, so let's continue. So trust values, get the individual trust value, learn about it, because the probability of you being asked about the trust value is very, very high. Okay, and then number two, you are a midwife. They don't know you. The trust or the interview panel do not know you, and they would want to know you. So one of the main questions that every interview panel will ask you is your midwifery journey. Tell us about your midwifery journey. Or they'll go like, tell us about yourself. That is just about your midwifery journey. And there are two ways of answering this one. In preparing a CV, for CVs, you tend to start from the most recent job. But then what worked best for me is to start from the scratch. So for all my interviews, I started from the scratch. When I started my midwifery training, the school I started it from, the number of years I spent in school, my clinical, practical hours that I had, which facilities I had it in. So I started from school, proceeded, told them the story of my life. And that is the most easiest question in my interview experience, because you are just telling somebody about who you are, your midwifery journey. And it should be the most easiest question to answer. Okay, so just tell them you can start from the scratch as I did. That was easier for me because it's like I started from number one and then moved to number two, number three, and then after my training I moved to when I was posted for my my rotation, my national service, the facilities that I had it in, and then came down to when I was posted after getting my license. The year I had my license, came on to my first facility where I worked, the wards, or yeah, the wards in which I worked, the things I was doing, my edition of all those things. And then from first facility, I had worked for a couple of years in Ghana. So I had worked in not just one facility. So I moved from the first facility to the second facility, went into detail to tell them, my sister, my brother, sell yourself. Your interview time, you are selling yourself. So there is no way summarizing things. They are there to listen to you. So please sell yourself. Tell them everything. If you worked in theater and recovery, tell them everything that you were doing in recovery. Okay, in theater, I was doing this, like Tom. Sell yourself well, okay? Don't be in a hurry. That is the most important question, where you can express yourself. Let them see who you are, because they don't know you. They don't know who they are employing, whether the money they are going to spend on sponsoring you is worth it or not. So you have to sell yourself at this point. So tell them everything in recovery ward, in whatever ward, this and that is what you used to do, the equipment that you are conversant in using, the patients you take care of. Even you can even add some of the recommendations that patients gave to you and staff, the thank yous that you received, the hugs that your line managers and staff, the good things that were spoken about you during your journey. I always added awards that I won when I was in school, as I was working. Awards, I had a couple of awards, recommendations when I was in school. So I added all of that. Like, I sold myself. You have to take your time and sell yourself, because you're not the only person they are interviewing. They are interviewing thousands of people, thousands of midwives who are, trying to get into the same trust that you are trying to get into. So please sell yourself. Now, let's go to some midwifery topics in the UK, peculiar midwifery topics in the UK that you should pay attention to. Find out on Google and read about them. Number one topic is continuity of care. Continuity of care is one thing that the UK is endeavoring and striving to keep in the system. Okay, so read about continuity of care, and then read about better beds. Better beds, okay? Continuity of care is a subset of better beds. So when you are reading about better beds, you come across continuity of care as well. So read about that. I have joined my Telegram page, okay? Just join my Telegram page. I have shared my my interview notes on my interview page on Telegram. So when you join the Telegram channel and the page, hit me a message if you are ready for interview. After you've passed your CBT, your IELTS, and you've started getting interview offers, just hit me a message on the Telegram channel and I'll add you to the interview page. There you can find my interview notes and it can help you. So read on better beds, read on continuity of care, read on situational awareness, read on saving babies' lives as well. It is something that we are practicing here in the UK. So read about these ones. And yeah, if I quite remember, yeah, saving babies' lives, better bed, continuity of care, breastfeeding, the breastfeeding protocol. Also read about smoke cessation, yeah, and then most importantly, read about normal pregnancy, labor, postnatal care, as well as obstetric emergencies. I had lots of obstetric emergency questions: shoulder dystocia, cord prolapse, cord presentation, postpartum hemorrhage, antepartum hemorrhage, yeah, and also duty of candor. Read about duty of candor. It is something that the NMC UK is very, very particular with. So get yourself acquainted to these. And then communication skills, listening skills. These are things that we practice here in the UK. So you have to read on it. And then as well, you can read on, all other, how do you call it? Obstetric emergencies. And one more thing that is very, very, I saw in almost all my interviews is neonatal resuscitation. All these notes, I've shared it on my interview page on Telegram. So you can join my Telegram page, and then when you are ready for interview, just hit me a message and I'll add you to that. So read on these areas, and then on general other, areas. On my Telegram interview page, I've got interview questions from some people that were, generous enough to share with us, so you can have access to those questions and it can help you a lot. Yeah. So yeah, that is that. So I wish you all the best. I wish you all the best. The journey is not a rosy one. You get discouraged along the way, because we all got discouraged along the way, but keep your focus, keep your eyes on the goal, keep at it, keep going, and I bet you will get there. All right, you will get there. So all those that are having interviews in this week, this month, this year, I wish you success. I wish you all the best. And I pray that you guys, through this video will help you to, yeah, it will help you. It will go a long way to help you. If you need help, just join the Telegram page, my Telegram channel, my Telegram page. The 2 links are in the description section below. Join them, hit me a message on there, and then we'll get going. Yeah. If there is any other video you would want me to make, kindly let me know in the comment section below, and I'll do it for you. I'll try my possible best to do it for you. It's not a promise, but as I've started this thing, helping people, I'll have to keep up to it. So just hit me whatever you want me to do, and I'll get it for you. All right. So these are just the little tip that I can give to you. All right. And when you are done and you are asked by the panel, what do you have any question for us? One main question that you should ask is, when am I going to hear from you? When am I going to get a response from you? That question, ask it. So that after the interview, you know that, okay, at least this trust says they'll get back to me in 24 hours. That trust says they'll get back to me in a week and stuff. So you look forward to that. And one more thing I would want to add on is that even when you get a job offer after an interview, do not refrain from the other interview offers that you've had. Do have all the interviews. I'm telling you, the very first interview that I had a job offer straight up, right in the interview. After the interview, they were like, Josephine, we can't wait to have you with us. So they asked me what I want to ask, and I was like, when am I hearing from you? They were like, hold on a bit, we'll be with you. They just had a discussion. They were like, you have the offer. So I had it there and there. That was the very first one. But I did 4 other interviews, and I had all the, the job offers. And then at the long run, I had to choose amongst the 5 job offers, and I chose where I am now based on the Holy Spirit directing me. Okay, so that is that. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. On this channel, I share videos of how to migrate to the UK as a health worker. I share vlogs of my lifestyle here in the UK. I also do gospel messages here, share my music videos. I have loads of it coming your way. Don't worry, better days ahead. Even though I'm overwhelmed with work and house chores, I am better days ahead. Don't worry, it will get better. You get more of my music video. I also do health talks. I'm going to invite more people. I have videos for you. There is content for you. So don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. If you don't subscribe, I am not going to be encouraged to do more of these for you. I know this is helping. The testimonies I'm having on Telegram, on WhatsApp, on in my emails is a lot, and that is what encourages me to force. I told you I just came back from a night shift. I've been doing this video throughout my journey to home. The testimonies, people that are being helped by my videos, is what keeps me going, what makes me want to do more videos. So subscribe, encourage me, let me do more. Share the video with a family, a friend, someone that needs it. So my return subscribers, thank you. Please, if you are new on this channel, don't just come and benefit and go. Hit on the subscription button, hit on it, and the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. Until we meet next time, it is bye. It's time for me to have some sleep. Good night, good night, good night. Bye to you all. I just remembered one very important content of topics that you have to focus on for your interview. I forgot to talk about numeracy, drag calculation. It is very, very important. Some trusts will actually give you a drag calculation question to do, just as we do numeracy in CBT. So they'll give you a drag calculation to do, give you time. So you have to, when you are going into any interview, have your, a pen and a paper, or pencil eraser paper, so that when you get the question, you will quickly be able to type it in and then work it out and give them the answer. Drag calculation is a very, very important thing that most of the trust interview panels ask. So get yourself acquainted. When you are done with your CBT numeracy, don't forget, don't throw it away, because you are still a midwife anyway. You are going to calculate drugs to give to your women and the babies. So don't throw it away. Keep your drug calculation, your drug calculation information, keep it in your mind, because you need it for some of the interviews. Okay. And some of us use our smartphones for the interviews. So you don't want to be in a Teams, very, very important interview like this, and then your boyfriend will call you, and then they will interrupt. In Ghana, we don't normally use broadband. We don't use Wi-Fi. We use our mobile data for most of our internet services. So when a call comes in, automatically the data cuts off. So when you are about to enter into your interview, it's either you block the people that you know that are liable or capable or highly to call you, please block them, or tell them that you are going to use your internet data for something important. So from this time to that time, they shouldn't call you. So it's either you block them or you find a way. If you are using a laptop, fine. So that one, even if a call comes through, you can still, keep having the data connection for your interview. But sometimes, we use hotspot the hotspot data on our phone to connect to our laptops back home. So you just have to make sure that you don't get calls coming in, because it's going to jeopardize your interview, my sister. It's going to jeopardize. So this is something sure that I remembered and I just came to pop it in. Take care.